Hi everyone, I'm Jim McCann of the Recreation Advisory Board. I'm going to tell you a story near and dear to my heart, the story of Westerville Parks and Recreation. Once upon a time, there was a small village named Westerville that grew to become a city in 1858.
Located in central Ohio, Westerville is known for preserving its heritage, having a strong sense of community, and being guided by a sound and responsive city administration. Since the first park in the 1930s, Westerville citizens have always embraced parks and recreation. The department has long responded to residents' leisure needs through well-thought-out planning, citizen involvement, and efficient and effective management. The Parks, Recreation, and Open Space Plan, better known as PROS 2000, was adopted in 1997 and since has been updated to PROS 2020. Through a variety of public meetings, the opinions of citizens of all ages have been garnered, and with the help of the Recreation Advisory Board, needs were identified and prioritized, and the vision for the department was established. Hundreds of citizens rallied around the vision, and the Keep It Growing campaign was formed. In 1998, Westerville citizens approved a 0.25% income tax increase to help fund the parks and recreation initiatives. The department has effectively leveraged tax dollars in the last 5 years by being awarded over $2 million in grant money and by increasing citizen volunteer hours of services by 129% and by engaging 177 community partners, a 50% increase. As a result of the PROS plan, Parks and Recreation experienced phenomenal growth. Projects and initiatives in the past 5 years include the 96,600 square foot state-of-the-art community center opened for its first full year. Award-winning Heritage Park was completed, including the renovated barn and homestead listed on the National Register of Historic Places. 2 picnic shelters made possible in part by a $40,000 donation from the Sertoma Club, and 3 sports fields, home of the Westerville Lacrosse and Junior Football Youth Leagues. Spring Grove North Neighborhood Park and Greenway was dedicated. A landfill was transformed into the skateboard and BMX park with the assistance of local youth. Through a community investment agreement, 10 acres of open space was secured for a future neighborhood park. The dogs of Westerville barked in delight when the citizens raised over $25,000 in donations to assist in funding the Bark Park. After dismantling the old train, the Kiwanis Club helped to fund and build the new train playground. The Westerville Amateur Soccer Association made annual donations toward their $120,000 pledge for the sports complex. Towers Park got a facelift, thanks in part to a $100,000 donation by the Westerville Youth Baseball and Softball League. The Westerville Rotary continued donating toward their $100,000 pledge for the amphitheater. Facing the challenge of a 30-year-old deteriorating infrastructure and a decline in attendance at its outdoor pool complex, the department completed a needs assessment and feasibility study. The results? Council identified renovating the outdoor pool as a high priority for the city. The PROS plan included the development of the Westerville B&W, bike and walk routes. By the end of 2006, close to 23 miles of bikeways and leisure paths were constructed. Neighborhoods were now connected to schools, parks, businesses, and places of interest. The mayors of Columbus and Westerville teamed up in the ceremonial driving of the spoke to dedicate the Alum Creek Leisure Path, linking the 2 cities and connecting to the 453-mile Ohio to Erie Trail. A partnership with the Columbus-Franklin Metro Parks and the City of Columbus completed the bikeway along Hoover Reservoir. Also completed were the Westerville Bikeway and the County Line Acres Bikeway, which won the National Coalition of Recreational Trails Achievement Award in 2006. Westerville's bikeway and leisure path system is just a step away, benefiting citizen health, making community connections, and encouraging an alternative means of transportation. The PROS plans have guided the department's commitment to sustain and maintain a green community. Solar panels now operate the lightning prediction systems and bikeway crossing signals. In partnership with Franklin County Greenways and Friends of the Alum Creek tributaries, emphasis has been placed on the protection of Alum Creek, the city's source for drinking water. The Ohio EPA provided mitigation funds to develop vernal pools in the Boyer Park Nature Preserve. The Otterbein Lake Citizen Committee has leveraged a grant with $100,000 in donations and in-kind services to preserve and enhance the 10-acre lake. For the past 31 years, Westerville has been named Tree City, USA. With the support of the Shade Tree Commission, the forestry section managed over 22,000 street trees and is proactively addressing the emerald ash borer issue. The importance of trees is fostered through the annual poster contest and Arbor Day activities. The popular Wetlands Workshop gives participants hands-on experience learning about the benefits of wetlands, and the department partners with the environmental group Greenheads for the annual Nature Arts and Writing competition. The department's environmental initiatives have increased awareness and understanding of developing a greener community.
In 2002, the programming staff went into overdrive
To offer the community new and unique classes for all ages and abilities. Over 425 new programs were offered, an 82% increase, bringing the total annual program offerings to over 1,900. The increase was largely due to the first full year of programming at the community center. For the first time, the department could offer year-round swim lessons, adaptive aquatics, and provide pool space for the 2 high school swim teams. The growth in aquatics led to the department receiving the 2003 NRPA Excellence in Aquatics Award. Online registration was implemented and provided citizens the convenience of registering for classes from the comfort of their own home. The department's Access to Recreation offered programs for citizens with disabilities, and with the assistance of the Westerville Civitan Club, dances and special events were offered. Parks and Recreation teamed up with the library and the Visitors and Convention Bureau for a variety of special events, including History Exhumed. Hosted in partnership with VSA Arts of Ohio and the Westerville Arts Council, artists with disabilities from throughout the state showcased their art at the very special Arts Festival. In recent years, public art has come alive in the Parks and Recreation facilities. At the Senior Center, a grandfather and granddaughter sit engrossed in conversation, made possible through a member's bequest. A unique art education project was unveiled in the lobby of the community center. Right before onlookers' watchful eyes, clay was transformed into a bronzed, life-size, pigtailed soccer player named Sally. Living in Westerville offers all youth and adults endless opportunities to participate in organized and drop-in sports activities. In partnership with the department, the community's youth sports organizations committed to ensuring that all youth participants have a safe and positive experience. Westerville was recognized for this commitment by receiving the Excellence in Youth Sports Award by the National Alliance for Youth Sports, and in 2003, was named Sportstown, Ohio by Sports Illustrated and the National Recreation and Parks Association. The Youth Commission provided input to staff and was part of the Community Youth Summit, where youth and adults came together to discuss how to better engage youth in active roles throughout the community. A fine example of an empowered youth, Stephanie Shepard, a 10-year-old who raised pennies for patriotism for a flagpole in honor of her grandfather and all veterans. Over 1,800 Senior Center members enjoyed an array of varied programs and support services at the Senior Center. By 2020, the senior population in Westerville is projected to increase by 143%. To address the boom, a senior needs assessment was completed that identified current and future senior program and facility needs.